Sudakyong of the evil forest occupied the passage leading out of my home. When building a house, they splashed manure at my doorstep, stopped me from building, taught you how to build, I taught you how to build, bullied my widowed mother.
Joe Galan, let me tell you, in Qingshui village, my Su family is like the sky. There are plenty of people, but don't even think about starting construction on this house.
So I demolished the old house and gave him a public toilet to get rid of it.
Where's Qian? The Wang family's big boss is back. Isn't he making a lot of money in the city?
Why are you still living in this shabby house?
This time, I came back and planned to build a new house for my mom in the old house, so she could enjoy a peaceful and comfortable life. What kind of house should I build? Residential home reconstruction requires neighbors' signatures. Without my Sudashing signature, how do you plan to build it? Mom said, I've signed and I've even gotten the homestead certificate.
Why can't you build it? Just pretend it. Don't go to the city for a few days and learn to fake it if you have no real skills. Mom, I'm back.
Daji, why are you suddenly back? Didn't you say you'd be back at the end of the month?
Mom, I came back this time to discuss it with you. I want to push our old house to build a new 2-story house for you. This is also Dad's last wish for a new house.
But the old house is right next to the Su family, and even the public passageways have been taken over by them. If this can happen, don't worry about it. I've even gotten the homestead certificate.
But as for the Su family, you don't need to worry about it. I will make sure to fulfill the last words I left.
Suge, you're being unreasonable. The middle road is the passage I use from my own land to flow out. Why are you occupying 2 meters of the passage when building a new house? The passage is already narrow, since it's a passageway. Why can't I claim it? If you have the guts, you can build houses and occupy them. If you want to leave, then fly away. If you can't afford to build, stay far away.
What bad luck.
Just started working and building a house, and an ambulance arrived. Are they here to drag people to death?
We're here to save people. If something goes wrong by moving things away, you can't take responsibility. This is a public passage. What's wrong with me putting some building materials?
Su Deqing, be careful. I'm begging you, if you don't move aside soon, my husband won't survive.
Whether your husband lives or not, what does it have to do with me? There's no time. Let's go around and carry the patient out.
Hurry up and eat. I'm sorry to you and your mom. My only regret in life is not being able to build it with you and your mother. You've lived in this rundown house for so long.
Dad, don't worry. I'll work hard to earn money and build a big house for Mom to live in.
Eating more would mean you didn't have a proper meal outside.
So, look, here is the main structure, and over there is the courtyard.
Let's try to finish in 3 months and step down.
What are you doing right outside my door?
Wang Jia, did I sign and approve your house construction? Look at this piece of land. It's only 2 meters from my doorstep. If you build it, you're blocking my natural light. If your house is ruined, my feng shui and my son aren't married yet, and you're sincerely trying to make my family prosperous. How can you be so vicious? Su Deqiang, don't speak too harshly.
You built a house and took over 2 meters of my home's fairness with no lighting. Who can you blame?
I don't care if you move 5 meters south. I'll just lie here. No one will let construction move 5 meters south. The homestead is only this big, and moving south will cause trouble. My land boundaries are illegal.
What does it have to do with us outside the territory? You spent over 600,000 yuan building our house. How much is this shabby house worth?
Today, I even built a house that occupied the passage I was exiting, which was originally an illegal structure.
If you dare build a house here today, if you dare to build it, I'll dare to smash you. Just like your dead father, so stubborn, no wonder it's risking your life.
I hit people. I can't eat them.
Everyone, come and see! The big boss who came back from the city is bullying me and driving people to death!
Son, forget it. Don't argue with them. Big brother is the village chief. We can't afford to mess with him.
Well, yes, this homestead was legally applied for reconstruction by my family, and I completed all the construction procedures according to regulations. If you have any objections, just report me. A scene here and block the construction again. Don't blame me for being ruthless. Guangji.
I'm telling you, if you dare build another house, I'll smash your construction team. That's right. Once you know something, stop the work immediately.
Sudekyang and Makyuhua, you dare break my window. Do you really think you can let it go?
Fine, you want to make a scene, ha? I'll play along with you today. In the end, I'll report this to the village committee right now. If you have the guts, go ahead and shoot me.
I'm just going to accompany you. So, who's causing trouble?
Village chief, I want to start building a house. Su, the Kyo not only stopped me, but also smashed my window.
You're the one who wants to build a house. Without my signature and seal as the village chief, you won't be able to build a brick here, son.
They're in cahoots, used to running wild in the village. Why don't we stop covering it up? Mom and Dad have been bullied by them their whole lives.
In the end, they lost their lives. I must take this out of anger, Dr. Su. The boundaries on my approval materials are very clear.
Permission is allowed to demolish and rebuild fakes.
Your proof materials are fake.
Anyway, without my signature, this was personally approved by the town. If you say it's fake, then it's fake.
Without my consent, your proof is fake. I'm dead right now.
There's no proof now, right? Do we have no power or influence?
You're destined to be bullied and lose out. You're still a college student.
Do you realize that what you're doing is wrong? You're tearing up a copy. With copies like this, I have plenty of stories where your Su family built houses and occupied the passageways of our land, and now they're even biting me back. If this gets out of hand, your village chief will be doomed.
Grandpa, let's not make a scene. He's a college student, so he has some common sense.
Clearly stating that disputed land is forbidden from building houses. Brother Feng. No wonder he's the village chief. Do you know the law?
All right. Just wait for your house to be built.
But my last name is yours.
Hey, Koi Koi, if you dare to build it for me, smash Su Dekyang hard. What are you trying to do?
Take your people and get lost. Your family is building a house and occupying the passageway. This place is disputed with mine. According to the law, disputed land must be resolved before construction can begin.
Even occupying the passageway is way too much. No wonder Su Dekyang blocked him. It turns out he was blocking the passage.
Don't worry about them continuing construction. I'll pay double wages, and I'll see who dares to start the work. Sudakyang.
You're determined to stop me from building a new home today, aren't you? Building a house requires resolving disputes and getting my brother's approval. Otherwise, there's no way to be a boss. We don't dare take on this job. If someone dies, Wang Zhou will be held legally responsible.
Even if you apply for your own homeland, so what? You still can't build a house. Your dad was suppressed by me all his life, and now you're under my control too. The Su family is desperate for the world. If they really put pressure on the Wang family, just wait and see. Hopefully, they won't regret it when the time comes.
Seventh son, maybe we shouldn't build at all. Mom, I don't want you to lose your life like your dad. Mom, you're the only family left.
Mom can't just let it go. I've already thought about what to do. Since we can't build a house, let's build something else. Anyway, I bought you a big bottle in the city.
Mr. Huang, have the county construction team you contact find it. Are you trying to tell the construction team that they'll come on May 20th? My rural hometown will help me tear down the old house.
Wasn't it Sudakyang who was supposed to hold a banquet that day? Let's wait and see. Wangzhe really is a coward.
If you can't build a house and hide in the city, that's not a big deal. Step aside and don't delay you.
I cast a spell first! Keep your Wang family nobles away! Second, I will throw at you! The Wang family's opportunity missed 3 times, and your Wang family's background is complicated.
You have to be the wife? I'll listen to Su Dekyang.
You will surely suffer retribution. Do all you can, but not live forever. You're a widow coming back, so why don't you stay with him and keep watch over my son? I live in the city and only know how to stay in the countryside and claim land. Your family wants to take the passage, and building houses outshines our hopes. Clearly, you are the ones who occupied the passage our family reserved.
Is there any justice left? In Qingshui village, my Su family is justice.
You caused the death, and my husband still tries to stop my son from building a house. Still showing no ancestral spirit. I laugh.
Oh, he goes, I quickly lied.
My mom, are you okay? I'm fine. Let me help you to rest.
Mom, starting tomorrow, I'll pick you up to live in the city. I've already arranged for my son.
You've come to terms with the Su family. We can't afford to mess with them. Once you've figured it out, that's enough. Now that this house is gone, I'll go pack my things.
$55 Hoff. Su Daekyung's real show was just beginning.
Mom?
After you've worked hard for half your life, just settle down here and enjoy life. All right, I'll do as you say.
Have you heard? Wangju moved to the city with his mother early yesterday morning.
Wangju is really cowardly. He should be suppressed by the Su family all the time. What do you know?
Who doesn't know who can stand against Su Daekyung and his brothers? I think Wangju moving out was a wise move.
Then you're on your own. You can find and move out yourselves. Ha! Coward in his short life, just like me. Useless Chiang.
Since Wangju has moved out, why don't we tear down the courtyard wall? Move it further out, leaving him a meter wide enough for him to walk through.
Anyway, they won't come back. Leaving him 1 meter is a huge gift.
I'll contact the construction team right away to widen our yard outside the corridor. And we'll have to set up a few tables to celebrate. My son will soon be bringing the future. My daughter-in-law is back. Let my son and daughter-in-law see how impressive our family is.
It was because Su Dajin was a get more and so it was getting more and more outrageous.
And then they widened the courtyard wall outward. Wasn't this clearly bullying Wang Jiu's family, for being honest?
That passage was originally reserved by the Wang family with their own land. And now it's almost taken over by the Su family.
You fought me, but ended up hiding in the city. Today I took over the passage and built walls, but you haven't even made a sound.
Secretary told the construction team to get ready, and in 3 days demolishing my old house would begin. Don't worry, President Wang, before that, I have something very important to do.
Hello, I am a villager from Qingshui village. My name is Wangju. Is there something you need from Qingshui village? I heard that Qingshui village is running a rural revitalization tourism project and is missing a public toilet. That's right, that's true. This issue really stumps us. So as villagers heard about the construction of public toilets, none are willing to give up their land, causing tourism projects to stall for a long time. Take a look at whether this piece of land is suitable. Anyway, the land I moved to the city to live on is still empty, so it's better to leave it empty.
I thought it was perfect. Now the public restroom problem is finally solved. I'm so grateful for the instant approval of Wang Ji. The faster you work, the better. The project can't be delayed any longer. It's so good.
Ladies, today is a happy day to eat and drink well.
Today my yard is completed. Everyone has a good meal and drinks.
Our Su family expanded our new house thanks to everyone's support.
My Su family is already a prominent household in Qingxi village. Didn't they say the Wang family also built houses? The bookshelf is already built, so why hasn't his house been moving yet?
If it were me, it would be that Su Diqiang had scared me and didn't dare show my face anymore, or I just had no money.
That was Wang Jui, that coward who was trampled under my feet for the rest of his life. He wants to rely on the house to keep me under control. My Su family will always be stronger than his Wang family.
What's with the noise? Who are you from?
Just now, when my Su family was hosting a banquet causing trouble, do you want to live?
With such a grand event, Wang Jai is planning to rebuild the house.
Who says he's cowardly? Isn't he back to build a house?
Ma'am? Wang Jai, what are you doing?
Damaging my banquet again. Who allowed you to do it, Daekyang? What are we going to do? Her son was about to bring his daughter-in-law home. Couldn't she be at ease if something happened at such a critical moment?
I'll be the one who does. That coward wouldn't dare do anything outrageous. You'd better give me an explanation.
Hey, Uncle Dickie Young, I've thought it through these days. Distant relatives aren't as good as close neighbors. I only built one single room, just enough for my mother to live in.
It's really early. Isn't that better?
Your Wang family is only fit to build one floor, so of course there's this passage. If you like it, you can claim it however you like.
Huh? That's almost a good thing.
I have only one request. The exhaust vent must face the Su family's door.
Hey, you're back, Mom and Dad. This is my girlfriend, Rao Lifen. This is the gift Lifen bought for you. Dad, I just got back and saw that Wang Zhu's family built a new house. It's so strange.
It looks a bit like a bathroom, but that's just a single room he built for his mom. As long as it doesn't overwhelm us, we can see him however he wants. And you don't need to worry about it.
The most important thing is, when will you and Li Fen get married? I specially built a new house.
We plan to hold a banquet for the bride price and hardware on May 20th. These are the records of the king.
Why is your house so small? Why install so many exhaust fans?
Your new home is ready. When will you hold a banquet? We can warm your new home.
What I build is not just houses, but structures that can benefit the whole village. Now that the village has developed tourism, I can't hold them back. I want to contribute to the village too. If it's not a house, then what are you building?
It could benefit the whole village, so stop keeping us in suspense.
Tearing off the red cloth. Let's take a look at Wang Ji.
I thought he had changed his surname, but didn't he say he would only build a single room?
Why is it so lively outside? They're using it as a gimmick to contribute to the village. He's trying to outdo me.
I think he's deliberately trying to block my way. Listen to the villagers outside all praising him for being bad. We can't let him keep being so arrogant.
What is a public toilet I built?
I thought your family could build some nice house. So building a toilet is even worse than your dad.
A good piece of land, no house. Only a toilet for this little success. Building a toilet for your widowed mother is really filial, Wang Jai. Why build a toilet? Every household has a toilet. So what use is building your home into a toilet?
You won't be confused by Su Dazhang's anger and build a toilet to separate him, right?
Uncle, why would your neighbor build a public toilet right in front of your house? And the public toilet is so close to your doorstep. Only 1 meter away. Don't let the smoke reach your house later.
Li Fen, Wang Jie was just jealous. Our family was richer than his, so even the house disappeared. Building a toilet is just a nuisance. Are we really that serious?
But I see that building a public toilet is to revitalize rural tourism, a contribution to the village.
Li Fen, don't be fooled by his appearance. He built the public toilet so close to our home to get back at us, and he really wants to contribute to the village.
Why not build it elsewhere? Yes, he's petty and petty, always nitpicking with neighbors, unlike us who are honest and simple.
I never do anything immoral. If you hadn't occupied the Tong Tong Road, would your home be so close to the public restroom?
If you ask me, you're being annoyed. You deserve not to block the way.
This public restroom isn't this close to your place.
Oh dear, I get it. It's just that your family is taking advantage of small gains and occupying the passageway, so others build public toilets right at your doorstep. Distant relatives are not as good as close neighbors.
You two don't even get along with the neighbors. What good life can I have for a dad if I married you?
Say something, what's going on? If you don't explain clearly, Lin Mu won't marry me.
No, Li Fen, we were just worried you'd look down on our family. That's why we built the courtyard a bit more spacious. This land belongs to our family.
Yes, don't believe these neighbors' gossip. Is that really true? So Chen. Yes.
Li Fen, if you don't like me, have my dad change Wan Qiang back. My parents just wanted you to marry into our family so you could live more spacious and comfortable.
Unexpectedly, the neighbors got jealous instead. Build a toilet to get back at us, okay? You guys hurry up and deal with the troubles with the neighbors. I don't want to marry you and have to face the public toilet every day.
For ensure, congratulations, you'll never know each other.
There is no eternity. Never sue Daekyung. It is you who monopolized the passage and built the courtyard wall. I built a public toilet on my own soil, and now it's just 1 meter from your doorstep. You brought this on yourself.
Building public toilets is naturally to promote tourism in the village and benefit the whole village. Once visitors or those who find it inconvenient to go out can come here for free and clean and hygienic toilet paper.
I don't know what I ate or what I can hold it in. I need to use the public toilet. Daekyung, what should I do?
This public restroom is only 1 meter away from our front door.
Not only is it inconvenient and thick, but it smells bad every day. It's all your fault for being greedy for a little and coming up with a bad idea to take over the passage. Is it better now, every day, facing the public restroom?
Peft! What smell is that? So stinky. Back now, I have to say, this public restroom is really well built. Much better than my home. Clean and bright. This exhaust system is really impressive. I just finished pumping and there was no smell at all, really, Wang Zhan.
You've made a great contribution to the development of our hometown. After all, it's only right for my village to contribute to everyone since I was little.
I was wrong. We have now arrived at Qingshui Village, a place with beautiful mountains and waters, picturesque scenery.
Family members who need to use the restroom should go to the public restroom over there. Everyone comes to Qingshui Village thirsty, right? Water costs 10 yuan a bottle. Grilled sausages cost 10 yuan each. Your convenience store is right across from the restroom.
Anyone buying your grilled sausages stinks like crazy. Running a convenience store next to the bathroom must have been kicked by a donkey.
Now karma has arrived, isn't it?
Isn't this you pushing your luck and moving the courtyard wall outward? Otherwise, since our home is so close to the bathroom, at this rate, we'd lose all the tens of thousands of yuan we invested in opening a small shop.
I'll beat you to death. You loser, Dong. Please stop. Please stop. I didn't know it would turn out like this.
Su Deqiang, you brought this on yourself.
Husband, we opened a convenience store and invested 30,000 yuan. With so many tourists and not a single one coming to shop, what should we do? What should we do? If this keeps up, we'll lose everything.
Your son's marriage is about to end, so don't let this matter force you to sue for it. Not just the wedding.
We took 30,000 yuan from the cash gift to open a small shop, and by then we wouldn't even be able to scrape together the money.
Wang Zhu, you bastard! I won't let this go with you!
If you really can endure it, I'd like to see how much longer you can hold out once the crowd grows. Secretary Lai organized all company employees to visit Qingshui Village for tourism, intensifying publicity about Qingshui Village's tourism industry investment in several travel agencies. I want to make Qingshui Village's tourism industry boom completely, and it's Mr. Wang. Next comes the peak travel season, with tour groups coming in a steady stream every day. I want to see how long you can hold out, Hero Su. Blue 1, both sides, everyone follow.
Later, who am I?
Why did so many tourists suddenly show up? If this keeps up, I'm going to be killed by the stench of this commune. I'll find a chance to smash this public toilet. My brother is the village chief, and in Qingshui Village, we've never been afraid of anyone.
Why does this place smell so bad? Is there some trash near the convenience store?
Next to the visitors is a public restroom. Hold on to the exhaust over here. After using the restroom, head to the observation deck in front, where the air is fresh.
Tourists are thirsty. Grilled sausages for 10 yuan each, and local specialties are cheap. What kind of grilled sausage are they selling? They've probably been smelled from the toilet, and even dogs wouldn't eat them. That's right. Running a convenience store and testing your brain in the bathroom must be broken, so I'll let myself savor it slowly.
Because the Su family is basically shooting themselves in the foot, originally hoping to make money off tourists.
But they were so stenched by the stench of the public toilet that they couldn't even do business. They brought this upon themselves.
Back when he bullied Wang Zhu's family, he never thought that today Wang Zhu's move was so satisfying. Look, even with masks on, they can't block the stench.
Most of them couldn't stand it anymore. They really relaxed.
Don't be impulsive. That's a public facility that's been smashed, and you'll be fined and detained. Don't cause any more trouble and affect your son's marriage. Just endure it for now. I can't take it anymore.
Wang Zhu, that bastard, deliberately built a public toilet to make us smell like crazy. I said, why did he suddenly change his mind? He's trying to drive us crazy, Zhou Diao.
Don't get so worked up. This public toilet is for the village's tourism and benefits the whole village. If you smash it, he's going against the whole village. If it goes against rural revitalization, it won't just be a matter of fines and detention. Wang Zhai.
I'm going all out with you. Why are you so strong?
Are you okay? Nothing. Husband, at worst, we'll stop running the convenience store. Anyway, that girl is already preparing to marry our son.
I asked him if the bride price could be reduced by tens of thousands. Wang Zhu, you will surely face retribution for doing such disgraceful things.
Su Deqiang and Ma Kuhuo must be feeling bad. Back then, when you bullied my mom to stop me from building a house, poured manure at my doorstep, and drove my dad to death, how could you never have thought this would happen? You owe our Wang family what you deserve, huh? Finally, you can't smell that stench anymore. It's just too pungent.
Have you noticed the smell of the public restroom? It seems to be drifting in again.
No! I really need to quickly find something to seal the windows and prevent the smell from coming in.
Is it still so bad somewhere?
I need to call my brother and have him pull some strings to tear down the public restroom quickly.
Dad, did our bathroom get blown up?
Why does it smell so bad? Wasn't it said that the public restroom should be properly dealt with before the wedding? Why is the public toilet still here?
Lifen, isn't this demolition paperwork that takes some time to come down? Not so soon.
How about we start with the banquet? Once you're ready, I'll definitely tear down the public restroom.
Yeah, Lifen.
Someone above my house can easily dismantle a public toilet. It's just that the process takes some time. Just hold on for my sake, okay?
I've been waiting a long time and still haven't been demolished. I see your family doesn't value me. I don't care if Baybao Creek still hasn't gotten rid of the bathroom marriage before. I'm not marrying it anymore.
Son, please calm him down quickly. It's not easy for your wife to get married these days.
Otherwise, you'll have to stay single for life. Besides, the banquet has already been notified to all relatives, friends, and villagers. If it is canceled now, the whole village will laugh at our Sioux family.
Got it, I'll coax her back right now. I definitely can't let him get away.
Wangzhe, you do the first day of the lunar month. I'm the 15th. I don't believe it. I can't even tear it down. Your toilet is broken.
Brother, you must help me with this official register this time. If you don't open it now, your nephew won't be able to get married.
A nephew marries a wife and uses the public toilet. What's going on? Lewin said.
If the public toilet wasn't removed during the banquet, the marriage wouldn't be held. Bro, can you help me think of a solution? Fine, Wangzhe, I don't believe it.
The village chief of Chinshui village can't even demolish a public toilet. Village chief, what brings you here?
Sai, Director Joe is all about the public restroom. It's less than a meter from my doorstep. Every day, there are tourists coming and going, and the stench is overwhelming. Do you think you can tear it down?
Yes, this public restroom seriously affects our family's life. We really have no choice but to come and beg you.
What are you doing? What do you take me for? Public toilets are legally approved and related to revitalizing rural tourism projects. Whether all villagers can escape poverty is impossible. Isn't this asking you to think of a solution? If a small token doesn't work, don't tear it down out of respect, and just move to another place.
With so much land in the village, it doesn't have to be built right across from my brother's house.
Do you know what you're doing? Take it back? Actually, you want to kill me, aren't you?
I can't let down the bowl of rice the people gave me. We promise we won't make things difficult for you. If the company isn't demolished, just move somewhere. Please talk to the higher ups, and we're willing to provide a piece of land to build a company.
Lu Dafu, as the village chief, you didn't set a good example. Now you're about to build a toilet on the land. Where were you going earlier? You should go back and don't delay your work.
Director Joe, I'm begging you, you got lost.
Huangzhe, you really guessed it. They really came to tear down the public toilet and brought things to bribe them. Director Joe, brought this on themselves. If they hadn't stopped me from building a house and occupying my passageway, I wouldn't have built a public toilet. You're doing a good deed for the village. Whether the village can shed its poverty label depends on rural tourism. Hey, this little thing is nothing worth mentioning, not worth mentioning. Su Daqiang, Dr. Su, this is your own plan to build public toilets. And this is just the beginning. The real show was yet to come.
All equipment for Mr. Wang's tidal gas device is in place, and the construction team is professional. It is expected that installation and commissioning will be completed within 1 day, and once it is put into use, it can meet the daily gas needs of the entire village, completely free of charge, which is great.
It is essential to ensure proper warning signs during safety commissioning to avoid any mistakes. What exactly is going on here?
Wangzhe, are they planning to upgrade and renovate the public toilet again? Wangzhe said they need to install a biogas device, fermenting toilet feces to produce biogas. Giving it to everyone in our village for free is truly a great thing.
If that's true, then from now on, we won't have to spend money on heating for food, Wangzhe. This is genuinely thinking about the villagers.
Everyone, stop for a moment! Who told you to mess around here? Hurry up and move all these things away, or I'll smash your equipment!
Su Daqiang, I install gas devices to benefit the whole village and provide free natural gas to everyone. What does that have to do with you?
It has nothing to do with us. This public toilet is right outside my doorstep.
Some kind of gas reclamation device. If it blows up, the first person to be killed by the bomb is our family. What are you thinking?
Are you trying to ruin our whole family? It's just that seeing the public toilet is annoying. We're not satisfied. You still pretend to be shabby and harm us. I'm telling you, today this petitioner either gets torn down or you move the public toilet away. Otherwise, I'll just lie here and no one will be able to build it.
Sudakyang, don't be reckless. This biogas plant is for the benefit of the whole village. You can't take it down.
It's just that the Wang family kindly provided us with free gas. Why should you stop your own home from occupying the passage? That's your own fault. Don't drag yourself into it. Whole village watched this conversation, and now we have to testify this paint device is simply unsafe.
If it does explode, everyone will suffer. Su Dekang spoke with evidence, saying, I hired a professional construction team. Once all equipment is properly commissioned and completed, it will undergo safety inspections, and there will absolutely be no explosions. But if you keep blocking and making things happen, what is Alan's intention?
Just you wait. I won't just let it go.
Su Diyang, the tiger of the Sea King, why do you lock the public toilet? Don't you know this is a public property? This public toilet smells so bad. If we get fumigated later, what will happen to my daughter-in-law?
Today is my son's big day. No one is allowed to use the public restroom. If someone messes up at my son's wedding, don't blame me for being rude.
Wang Jai, you'd better not cause any trouble today, or I won't let you off.
Congratulations, your son is celebrating today. He's bound to rise to great success. Even after building such a house, he got married. Don't forget about Susan in the future.
You're lying to me. Didn't you say this public toilet was demolished? Why are you still here? Your wife's public toilet can't be dismantled anytime soon, so we'll have to lock it for now. Once our wedding is over, I'll definitely find a way to take it down.
Cousin-in-law, how can you do this? Aren't you just trying to trick my sister? You lied to my sister before marriage. Would you still treat her well before marriage?
My wife will move out in a few days. Hold on any longer. I promise I'll tear down the public toilet. Don't you believe me? If I find out if you lied to me, you're dead.
Let's set off firecrackers, wishing my son a happy wedding and a lifetime of harmony. Everyone. Wait, no firecrackers, Wang Jai. You're causing trouble again. Today is my son's wedding, and you dare not let me set off firecrackers. I think you must have been caught off guard.
Su Dekiang, I'm not messing with the MOQ device. The installation was just completed, still in the commissioning phase, and the concentration is still unstable.
When encountering sparks, explosions can easily occur, injuring not only those present but also affecting the entire village. You can't risk everyone's lives to joke and explode.
Wang Jai, stop making alarmist talk. You're doing this on purpose, just trying to get back at me for stopping you from building a house back then.
You didn't let your dad get medical help in time. Do you think I'd believe you? I insist on setting off firecrackers here. Let's see if they will explode.
Yeah. Don't be impulsive. Wang Zhu made a good point. If it really exploded, it would be a real problem.
Today, no one is going to stop me. Wang Jai. I'm going to paint right here. Let's see what you can do to me. Then, you know that when you see Wang Ji, you're just exaggerating. He's always lying to everyone as if nothing happened.
Chen, your dad ruined my wedding. Foolish. And even poked me all over with poop. I'm not getting married.
Uncle and cousin, let's go. This time, we'll take over this lousy place and this whole family of rotten people.
I glanced one more time, and my heart was in my heart. Fen Lifen, don't go. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. It's all my dad's fault. Give me one more chance, and I'll definitely give you an explanation.
What can you give me for a wedding blown up by Shi-sun? I'll never forget Su Cheng for the rest of my life. Let's break up.
Son, hurry up and block the way inside. What should we do?
What is this? Why is this? Why is this happening? Hurry up and give it to me. What are you doing?
A corpse covered in explosions can't get married and they won't let us go.
It's all my fault. I didn't listen and set off firecrackers. If you want to blame someone, blame me. But Ah Chen loves you.
Would you be willing to break up with him? After all, Li Fen and Akang have been together for so long, and Li Fen is getting angry. You should try to talk him over too.
It's all Wang Zhi's fault. He insisted on installing some early devices on the wedding day, right?
He knew full well that firecrackers would definitely be set off at the wedding, yet he still pretended to be at the wedding. Isn't that clearly ruining the wedding?
Leffin, we're getting married. You can't separate us over a small incident. If your family hadn't left no room for maneuver and taken over someone else's way, father-in-law wouldn't have built a public toilet in your house.
You just said you stopped the neighbor from building a house and didn't let someone else get medical help in time.
With such a shameless family, we wouldn't dare let Life and Mary in. Even if today it was the toilet smashing incident, my sister's status means tomorrow she'll be taking my sister's life, right? So,
what do you want to do?
Unless Su Chen buys a new house in the city, they won't have to suffer in the village. But you can't let the young couple live together in the city.
That's it. I don't want to marry into your family anymore.
Every day you have to deal with your family and neighbors' troubles. Buying a house in the city, we don't have that kind of money, yet they won't let us live here. What kind of logic is that? Su Deqiang had made some money before, but the bride price and building the house had almost used up all their savings. Now, if they wanted him to buy a house in the city, he couldn't afford it.
Just help me buy a house in the city. It took me a lot of effort to get Li Fei to agree to marry me. I can't let this trivial matter ruin everything. My son's house in the city is nearly $1 million.
Not to mention the renovations. You know your dad's business has been losing money these past few years.
I really have no money left. If I don't buy a house, I won't get married.
Cousin, big brother, let's go with our son.
There's no need to marry a shrew like that. When the time comes, Dad will find you a better one. What do you say? I said you're just a shrew. If my son hadn't taken a liking to you, would I have agreed to let you marry into our family? Why don't you look in the mirror and see how ugly you are? Check if you dare to insult me.
Su Chen, huh? You still want to hit me? You're such a coward who only knows how to act tough at home. Luckily, I didn't marry into your family, so this marriage isn't going to happen. If not,
then so be it. If we marry you, a tigress, before we even get home, she'll bring us trouble if you don't get married.
Yes, the bride price is for the wedding banquet, and you won't miss a single cent.
They all returned the bride price for our family, plus the 3 gold coins and other expenses.
A total of 1 million repaid. What about 1 million? What do you mean 1 million? Your bride price plus 3 gold is less than 300,000. Are you trying to extort money? Wow, that's so cool. I remember it clearly. Don't even think about skipping the bill.
I just wanted to hear where the 1 million bride price plus 3 gold pieces came from, totaling 300 Zalodran. Our family agreed on this, right? Also, my family spent 300 Davin yuan to move in and expand the new house at Lifen.
The banquet cost 100 Zaozen, and with other expenses, that's 1 Zalodran Zaozen, right? Su Daqiang, you really are greedy.
Even the money for building the new house was counted on Rao Lifen. Now you've completely offended the Rao family.
The Rao family is no pushover.
Yes, and you broke the marriage contract and caused us to lose a lot of face in the village, and you have to pay us 300,000 yuan in emotional damages.
Susan pretended to be so innocent and harmless before, but once money was involved, he immediately turned hostile and refused to accept anyone. This whole family lost money. Was he really looking at it? Today, I'll get you into the hospital.
I'll play your fill when the time comes, right? No more ordering.
No one wants you anymore. It's only because I, Su Chen, am kind that I would marry you. If you're not grateful, it's one thing to be decent, but you even dare to break off the engagement.
What else do you dare to hit me?
You're still entangled with your ex-boyfriend. I tolerated it for the sake of your wealthy family, but now that you're not marrying me, why would I still recognize you?
You still dare hit me? I've seen it clearly. You're as rotten as my ex-boyfriend. Quick go, fast go, quick brain. He's always extorting money from me. And you come to extort money too. You hit me, and you have to pay me compensation.
Isn't it just medical expenses? I, Rao Lifen, don't care about being a shrew like this.
I'm telling you, if you don't lose everything today, don't even think about leaving Qingshui Village.
I'm telling you, if you can't come up with $1 million today, don't even think about leaving Qingshui Village. Fine. I want to see how you can stop me from leaving.
You gave him 300,000 yuan. Back then, why not have the girl return it? If it blows up, yes, it's bad for everyone. That's right, don't cut off your escape rope. Part ways with the girl on good terms, or everyone will know about it later.
With your family's character, who would dare marry your son? If word gets out that she broke off the engagement, I'll lose all face. I still want to part on good terms.
Your nephew's marriage fell through, and the woman wants to break off the engagement, but refuses to return the bride price. You brought people because you think calling them will make us afraid.
Your cousin should call my dad right away and have him come in person. I want to see who can stop me today.
Go ahead and fight. Even if you call your ancestors, it won't help.
Otherwise, at the threshold of Qingshui Village, none of you can sell it. You're the woman speaking. Su Da King Rao Lifen. His dad was Su Da Fu's leader. Now you're courting death, village chief.
With your brother's abilities, in front of my dad, he doesn't even have the right to look up and speak.
You dare to show off in front of me? How dare you insult my brother? In Qingshui Village, my brother Dr. Su is the god. Even if your dad is a king, I'll have to listen to my brother. And any clueless person who dares to bully me. Dr. Su's younger brother stepped forward to take a look, and I didn't skin him.
You're the one who bullies me. I know, brother.
It's one thing for him to break off the engagement, but he even hit me and your nephew and dared to insult you. Today, he must pay the price. Brother, you fell into the bathroom. What did you do? Why is this bus gone?
Brother, don't be mad about this. I'll explain it to you later. Your brother's whole family was bullied by this woman, and your uncle was bullied. You're here.
This girl is too domineering. If she says she won't get married, then she won't marry her family. The bride price.
Our son's marriage is completely ruined. I'm telling you, you can break off the engagement. 1% of the bride price, and a lot of it will be returned to me.
The bride price plus 3 gold pieces totals 188,000.
Breaking off the engagement and asking for $1 million of my brothers. You can do it. Since when did you get married with so much money?
Bro, I remember this account clearly getting married. A miscellaneous mess totaling over $1 million.
I was just giving him a 0 out of respect for past relationships.
Sudakyang is really shameless. It's one thing for over $1 million, but he's even calculating so clearly whose family is better now. If your daughter dares to marry, his family only has $1 million. Hurry up and get someone to send you money. If I don't see $1 million by the end of today, none of you will leave. Now I understand why the Su family is so arrogant.
So it's you, the village chief, who are aiding the wicked. Do you know who my dad is? You dare to extort $1 million from me. I don't care who your dad is.
Even if the king himself showed up today, you'd have to pay my brother $1 million. What kind of dare you sell my uncle? When he arrives, you're finished. Then call him instead. I told him to come, kneel, and call my dad to stop talking and give me money. Otherwise, if you come, our Qingshui village will have to listen to my brother.
I said to pay as much as I wanted, but it wasn't life-threatening.
One is that.
I was in Qingshui village, bullied. Someone extorted me for $1 million, and his brother was still the village chief.
He also said, since you're here, you have to kneel and tell him not to panic, good daughter. I'll go over right now.
I'm almost there. Let's see who has the guts to bully my daughter.
If you dare leave me here, I'm telling you, when you're done, my dad will be here soon. What is his dad from? I've met his dad who works at a construction site.
Your father is just a lowly contractor. What's the heck? He dares to act tough in front of me. Watch your mouth. What did you say? I told you, what kind of person is his dad? You're a coward. Your dad is a coward too, and your whole family is a coward.
You're not allowed to insult my family. Remember, Yufin. If you can't beat them, just wait for you to come.
All right, Dr. Su, you fool. You two brothers have offended someone.
I didn't even know. Imud. He was still calling you, even now. You're still worried that if your dad arrives, will you be able to leave Qingshui village?
Dad, you're finally here.
Not only did they extort money from me, they also ruined my wedding like this.
Boss Rao, what brings you here? I didn't know this was your daughter. And often committed offenses. How much offended, bro? What are you doing? Yeah, a brick porter bowing his head and bowing low. What does he think he is? Shut up! Do you know who he is? Rao Zhenggu, the largest contractor for the town's projects, was managed by him. If the Su family wants to renovate or pave roads in the future, they all require him to take it if the village is built in the future. If he refuses, no one will dare to take it.
My daughter married you, and that's how you treated my daughter's uncle. I didn't. It was someone who deliberately ruined my wedding.
I'm a victim too. If you're a victim, then my daughter isn't. Our family only took you 188,000 yuan as a bride price, and you want us to refund 1 million and spare the boss. That's a misunderstanding.
We were just joking around, and we really were messing with Lifen's money. Village Chief Su, my daughter's wedding was turned into a mess by you, and stained with filth. You might say this is just a joke, but my daughter's million is just a joke. Boss Rao, it's my fault. It's my fault for failing to discipline you.
I'll have my brother apologize to Miss Leffen right away. We won't take a single cent of the bride price, and we'll compensate her for her losses.
If you apologize too late, my wedding is ruined. Clearly, you ruined it with just one sorry, and then think it's over.
Su Dafu, I heard this when I arrived. As the village head, you not only allowed your brother to seize neighbors' land and bully the villagers.
You're really doing your job as village chief. The total for the Tylee and the 3 gold coins is 188,000.
That the total cash would be 193,000 yuan, and after other calculations, it would only be 150,000. I really like your son because Li Fen really likes you, so I won't say much.
Looking back now, I should have stopped Li Fen from the start, not letting him marry your son.
Li Fen, please give me one more chance. You still love me, don't you? Weren't your family just so arrogant? Aren't you calling me a bastard who has a father but doesn't raise a father?
What do you mean? How dare you insult my daughter? I just haven't had enough time at home.
You bully my precious daughter and beat her up hard. I was hoping to become in-laws in the future.
For Li Fen's sake, I'll give you the discounts in Qingshui Village. Now it seems unnecessary anymore.
Daughter, we're done for. And my future path to fertility will be difficult.
It's all your fault. It's all you who ruined me. My marriage was ruined and you left.
I'll never marry a girl with such good conditions in my life. If you hadn't insisted on marrying her back then, you insisted we expand the courtyard to make a big deal out of it. Can we secure the passage? Can Wang Zijin commune really annoy you?
You need to go to Ruanjing for a father.
What's wrong with you? Daekyong Kyung, wake up! Dad, don't scare me. It's all your fault. If you hadn't insisted on opposing Wang Zhe and insisted on giving me a penny.
Can we end up like this? Nonsense! Who came up with the idea to throw water at the Wang family and block them while they built houses?
How dare you insult my brother? Without him, could you live in such a big house, Dr. Su?
How dare you call me useless, village chief? You can't even tear down a public toilet.
And we've ended up in this situation.
Stop arguing. If you want to blame Wang Zhu for borrowing wages. He pretended to be anxious and acted like Jia was in a hurry. He ruined everything at the wedding, and I want to go fight for him.
Your dad is like this. How can you divorce? Once your dad's health improves, we'll go settle the score with Wang Zhai together.
It was Mr. Wang. Thank you. If you hadn't told me in advance, I wouldn't have prepared so quickly and gathered people to rescue my daughter.
It also prevented my daughter from falling into an unhappy marriage. If I hadn't hired your construction team to build the public toilet, I wouldn't just happen to know that Su Chen is your future son-in-law. You really helped me. It's a huge favor.
If it weren't for today's incident, I'd never have known that Su Chen's family was utterly rotten. By then, I couldn't escape even if I wanted to. What a pity. I didn't get to teach the Su family a lesson.
Don't worry. The Su family blew up the public toilet. And this is a government-supported project.
He wouldn't be any better off than Q Hua. I want to drink some water. Go ahead and drink. Forget it. Don't get dragged into it.
If it weren't for your competitiveness, the two of us would have insisted on competing with Wang Zhai. Can't we live so close to her, be laughed at, and mess up our son's marriage?
You still have the nerve to ask, who was I back then? Seeing Wang Zhu planning to build a new house, I was so jealous I couldn't sleep. I insisted on stopping someone who came up with the idea, splashing manure at their doorstep, and doing things to the extreme.
I'm still afraid of this family. To make our family more grand than the Wang family, your good wife from the Man-King dynasty only loses her temper at home. You two stop arguing, okay?
What's the point of talking about this now? My marriage is over.
Raoul Limei will never come back. My whole life is over. Why argue and make a fuss again? The whole village was watching our Su family make a fool of themselves. And your uncle, if it weren't for your poor position as village chief, you wouldn't even be able to handle Director Zhou from the planning office. We can't even tear down a public toilet. How can we be controlled by Wang Zhu, a lowly soldier? You little brat, you've turned against you. How dare you say that? If it weren't for your dad insisting on extorting Rao Pingfen for $1 million, would we have offended Boss Rao? If you hadn't been mistaken, even if you had that Leifen's family affairs be so easy to deal with, since he was a soft target, would we have stumbled so badly? You still have the nerve to say that you were the one who said Wang Zhu knew the law, but clearly couldn't come, so we resorted to underhanded tactics. Now, we've been ruined by Wang Zhai, and you're putting all the blame on us. Su Dafo has been running around for your family without gratitude. Not only that, now he's blaming me. I even offended the higher-ups because of this. I'm going all out against you. Welcome!
Blaming you again and again. It's all your fault for ruining my life. I hate you. I really was blind in this life. Marrying such a useless thing like you not only didn't let me enjoy a single day of happiness, and you made me suffer with you. No one laughed at me. You even ruined my son's marriage. I'm useless.
Who was it back then, crying and shouting to build a big courtyard? Who wants to surpass the Wang family, seeing Wang Joy return in a BMW? If you go crazy with jealousy, you insist on provoking others and go against them.
It's my fault again. That's all.
Where are you going?
Well, I'll go find Wang Zhai and ask him to compensate me for my losses. If I want to make the price pay, it's all because of him who made me unable to find a wife. He caused our family to end up like this. And yet you still go looking for him. He ran off long ago, disappeared without a trace. Where did you go to find him?
Dad, I'll go ask the villagers. Maybe someone knows where Wang Zhu's home is in the city.
All right, son. Maybe you and the villagers will all get along well.
They will tell your uncle. Do you know where Wang Zhu lives in the city? I want to find him and apologize to him for something.
I don't know. I never asked Wang Zhu's address, so why not talk about it? You're only just remembering to apologize. What were you doing earlier?
Back when you bullied Wang Joy's family, didn't you think about it? If you didn't know today, you wouldn't have come to ask me.
I don't want to deal with your Su family. Your family's reputation in the village has long been ruined, so don't come mess with me.
I'll protect your son first.
You heard the news. What's going on? You ran around all day.
I didn't even call Wang Zhu's address. And when I heard you didn't put any effort into looking for that, I really did. But the villagers either didn't know or deliberately didn't tell me.
They all helped Wang Joy and the villagers were no good. In the past, everyone in my family was so proud that everyone revolved around us. But now they won't even tell us Wang Zhu's address. They're clearly deliberately opposing us, waiting to see the Su family make a fool of themselves.
So Dekiang, look at what you've done. You actually blew up the public toilet. Don't you know how much attention the higher-ups place on this rural tourism project? This is a supporting building for the village's development. It explodes just like that.
Director Joe, it's all Wang Zhu's fault. He knew we would definitely set off firecrackers at our wedding and insisted on installing a biogas facility on our wedding day.
We really didn't mean to blow up the public toilet. It was a careless move.
Public toilets are part of rural revitalization, and the key project is legally approved public facilities. You can just blow them up if you want. Now you have two choices: either fund yourself within 3 days and rebuild the toilets and moisture facilities as they are, or wait for the higher authorities to hold you accountable, or even go to jail.
Why should we build it all Wang Zhai's fault? Who drags things out over this? Who doesn't set off firecrackers at their wedding?
He deliberately harmed us. Why should we build it? It's all because of Director Joe Zhijian Wang Zhijian.
You're right. Public toilets are public facilities. But the root of this is Wang Zhu's deliberate provocation, which led to our consequences. He should be responsible for rebuilding. We shouldn't take the blame. You're simply unreasonable.
Wang Zhijian's public toilet is legal and compliant, supporting rural tourism. All right, letting Qingshui village escape poverty as soon as possible, and even providing free odor to the whole village is a real good deed. What about you? Occupying public passages, blocking others from building houses, splashing sewage, flooding public toilets, and renovating and building are all your faults. If you still try to shirk responsibility, I will warn you that the public toilet must be rebuilt within 3 days. Otherwise, not only will you be fined, but you will also be held legally responsible. Dr. Su, don't even think about becoming the village chief.
What do you want? He paid to build the job, so it's his fault to borrow our house.
What's the use of crying at work these days?
Director Joe had already made his point clear. If he didn't see him, he'd be fined and held accountable. The eldest brother's position as village chief. Holding them accountable means losing the village chief position is a small mistake. Our Su family will have no way to hold our heads high in Qingshui village. But rebuilding public toilets costs at least 100,000 yuan. How can we come up with that much money now? What else can we do to Wang Zhu? It's all because he brought us into this place. He must be responsible for rebuilding the public toilet and won't let us pay a single cent. What he owes us, he must pay back double. Yes. He wanted to find Wang Zhu, and since this matter was deliberately stirred up by him, he should be responsible. We can't just take a shortfall like this. We must make him pay to build public toilets. But we didn't even know how to find Wang Zhu's address in the city. I have a way. I'll have someone check the address of Wang Zhu's company. Since he's a big boss's company, it shouldn't be hard to find. Once we find him, we'll just linger at his entrance. Every day it was blocked.
He didn't believe he wouldn't agree to our requests, didn't trust him, and didn't pay to build a public toilet.
We've been squatting for 2 hours. Why hasn't Wangju come out yet? Is he deliberately avoiding us? Don't make a fuss. Wait a little longer. He can't just stay hidden in the company forever.
Today, we must make him give us an explanation, or we'll block the door and let his company not be able to operate normally. I'm Wang Zhai. Stop right there! Why are you looking for me about something?
Don't pretend to be confused. The public toilet was blown up because you couldn't afford the device. The responsibility for this incident lies entirely with you. You must fund the reconstruction. Not a single cent can be used to make us contribute 10,000 strong. It was you who listened to advice and insisted on using the emergency facility. During the debugging, you set off firecrackers and even blew up the wank toilet. What does that have to do with you? How could it be unrelated? If you want to show him, don't know how to get the heat. Are you planning to set off firecrackers and blow him up again?
In the end, he deliberately harmed us. It seems you still haven't recognized your mistakes. If you keep causing trouble here, I'll warn you. Why are you disrupting public order? Hurry up, and receive the send.
Wang Jai, just you wait. We won't just let this go.
Wangju, that ungrateful wretch! Everyone in the village had helped him before, but now that he's successful, he's become so ruthless. They won't even help us rebuild public toilets and instead humiliate us. How can we have such a hard life?
It's all Rao Jiango's fault. If it hadn't happened, he would have helped Wang Zhai. We had already stopped Wang Zhai and made him agree to build a public restroom.
Big brother, what do we do now? Wang Zhi refused to pay for the public restroom, and Director Zhou was urging him hard. The 3-day deadline was almost up. We couldn't really be fined or held accountable.
By then, you really won't be able to keep your position as village chief, and our Su family will be finished. Now, we can only turn to Rao Jianguo. He is the largest construction contractor in the town building public toilets, which is very simple for him. Besides, he had scolded us before, and maybe for the sake of our apology, would help us find Rao Jianguo.
We extorted $1 million from his daughter before, but how could he possibly help us? Now we have no other options and can only try. Even if he wants to take revenge on us, we can only accept it. It's better than being fined and losing the position of village chief. Early tomorrow morning, we'll go to Rao Jianqiang's construction site and ask him to be sincere. He'll help us build the public restroom. As for money, let's discuss the rebar over there with him.
Hurry and transport the boss. The boss down to crane none. 3.
Boss Rao, we need to see you. Please help us.
The Song family is looking for me. What's going on? Who wants to extort money from my daughter?
Boss Rao, I'm sorry. It was our fault before. We shouldn't have extorted your daughter or bullied her.
We know we were wrong. Please forgive us generously this time. Yes, Boss Rao. Once we know we're wrong, we won't dare to do it again.
We came today to ask for your favor to help us rebuild the public toilets in Qingshui village.
Can't you rebuild public toilets yourself?
Why are you coming to me, Boss Rao? Our family really can't afford to build a public toilet right now, and Director Zhou keeps urging us, saying if we don't build it, we'll fine and hold us accountable, and even strip me of my position as village chief.
You Larkin, if you don't build it, no one will dare to build it. Please help us. We can help you, but I can't just tie up the materials for rebuilding the public toilet for free. The total labor cost is 500 Zalor yuan, so you should pay a 200 yuan deposit up front.
The rest can be paid after the public toilet is built. If you can't afford it,
then don't come begging me for 500,000.
Boss Zhang, you're being shameless. Building a public restroom doesn't cost that much money and complains it's expensive, so you can build it yourselves. I'm not begging you to help. Anyway, the ones being fined and held accountable are you who have nothing to do with me.
Boss Rao, no, we promise you 500,000 if it is. Let's go collect the deposit right now.
The family only has 80,000 yuan in savings, and I saved it to get my son married, so it's nowhere near enough for the 200,000 yuan deposit.
No. If it really doesn't work, they sell the pigs and cattle at home. If we sell the building materials in the yard, we can still gather enough deposits. But if we sell the pigs and cattle, we will have no income in the future.
I have a way. I borrow from my parents' family, and they still have some savings.
He should have been able to borrow it until the matter was settled. But now, this was the only way.
Go to your parents' house and borrow money as quickly as possible. Don't waste time. Okay, lend your husband's money. We must seek revenge on Wang Jai and recover all the money we suffered and spent today. That's right, Wang Jai has caused us so badly, we will never let him off. Boss Rao has a deposit of 200,000 yuan in his bag. Please kindly ask him to arrange for workers to rebuild a public toilet in Qingshui village as soon as possible, or else if we get held accountable for a minor matter, we'll end up in jail.
That's right. We have enough money. Tomorrow I'll arrange for workers to go to Qingshui village and try to finish the public toilet within 3 days.
But let me be blunted, the remaining money must be paid on time after the public toilet is built. If you miss it, I'll tear it down and hold you accountable for breach of contract. Give me a good time, boss. We'll definitely pay on time, never overdue. Ideally, if you dare to play tricks, that's the case.
I'll let you know what happens if you offend me.
This 200,000 yuan is our whole family's savings, plus money borrowed from my maternal family. It's such a pity to spend it like this.
Unfortunately, there was nothing he could do. It was all Wang Zhu's fault. Once the public toilet was built, I was determined to skin him alive. I had to make sure he got back the 200,000 yuan with interest, making him pay the price.
The Su family finally agreed to build a public restroom. They brought it upon themselves. After all, they blew it up back then. The public toilet was just 200,000.
This is the punishment they deserve. Who told them to bully Wang Zhu's family and extort the boss's daughter? Shut up. What does building a public toilet have to do with you?
If you try to say anything more, be careful. I'll be rude to you. If not him, he'd just bully the weak and fear the strong in front of our boss. He doesn't even dare to say a word, isn't he?
It's well built and meets the requirements. When will Dr. Su give me the remaining money, boss?
We really can't come without. Can we give it a break? In a few days, we will definitely complete the grace period as soon as possible. A few days ago, I told them that after the public toilet is built, you must pay the remaining amount on time. Now that the project is over, you want to back out. You, the village chief, don't keep your word. Boss Rao, I'm sorry, we're not trying to back out. We really can't come up with the money to beg you for a 1-month grace period.
We will definitely gather 100,000 yuan. I can give you a 1-month grace period, but you need to write me an IOU. And he still had to pay 5,000 yuan in interest. And if he couldn't pay it all after a month,
I'll go to court and sue you, making you lose everything. All right. We write the IOU, we pay the interest. That's the right way. Remember, a month later, I came right on time to collect the debt. Rao Jungo, that black-hearted bastard, actually charged us 5,000 yuan in interest. This is simply extortion. It's all Wang Zhai. If it weren't for him, we wouldn't have spent so much money. Building the public toilet wouldn't have been extorted by Rao Jianguo, and it wouldn't have ended up like this. We must seek revenge on him.
Now we not only owe Rao Jianguo 300,000 yuan, but also pay 5,000 yuan in interest. The family's savings have been spent, and we still owe money to my parents' family. How are we supposed to live from now on?
At this point, I can only slowly scrape together money. Tomorrow, I'll go to the village to borrow some money and take on a few odd jobs.
Try to gather 100,000 yuan, or Rao Jiangqiang will really go to court and sue us for the sword. The villagers will hate us to death.
Who would want to lend us money for odd jobs? We don't make much money, and we can't even scrape together 100,000 yuan a month. If we can't gather everything, we still have to make it up.
But we can't just let this grudge go. Let's just count the days. Wang Zhui, that dead ghost old man's memorial day is coming. He will definitely take his mother back to the village to pay respects. When that time comes, we'll come to his door and give him a good lesson to make him compensate for our losses.
Yes, Wang Zhai is taking his mother back to the village. When the time comes, we'll force him to pay 200,000 yuan for our public toilet construction, plus compensation for emotional distress.
Yes, we must teach him a lesson and let him know that our Su family is not Wang Ji, who is easy to bully.
Just wait for you to come back to the village? I'll break your legs.
You pay a heavy price. Make you regret once opposing our Su family, Su Dekam. What do you want?
Wang Jie, we're here to settle the score with you. You made us spend 200,000 yuan building public toilets and are drowning in debt. Today, you must compensate us for our losses and provide 500,000. Otherwise, don't even think about holding ancestral rights in Hukun for Sudaxing. Don't go too far. You blew up the public toilet yourself. My son didn't stop her at the time. Your mom insisted on setting off firecrackers yourself.
Who is to blame? Old man, this has nothing to do with you, so stop meddling. If Wang Jai doesn't come up with 500,000 today, you and your son won't be able to leave. If you dare touch it, my mom will try it. What's wrong with your mom?
Today, I'm only going to target your mom. But we're also going through a lesson. Stop hitting him.
Yeah. Stop hitting me. Yeah.
Hurry up, Mom. How are you? Is something wrong?
我没事想走. I just want to leave for nothing.
It's not that easy to come up with $500 in it, or I'll break your legs today. No one else should meddle. This is the grudge between our Su family and the Wang family. If anyone dares to speak up, I won't be polite to that.
You think I'm really afraid of you, that you bullied me and my son, and the two of you even tried to extort 500,000 from me.
I'm calling the police right now, and I want to report you and us. What are you reporting us?
What do we have to do to report Su Dafu as the village chief? He embezzled and accepted bribes, embezzled village funds, and allowed his brother to occupy public access roads, bullying villager Su Dakyang. You occupied the public passage reserved for my home, built illegally in violation of regulations, even splashed sewage at my doorstep and blew up the public toilet. These are all pieces of evidence, and I've already collected them.
Huang Jai, don't talk nonsense. I didn't embezzle or suffer. You have no evidence. Don't talk nonsense. We don't have a construction site or a scumbag bus.
It's all your deliberate framing of us. Do you have any evidence? When the police and disciplinary authorities arrive, they'll know I have your embezzlement and bribery transfer records. There are also photos and videos showing you occupying the construction site and blowing up public toilets, with solid evidence. You can't deny it even if you want to.
Oh dear, Su Dafu, as the village chief, you don't care about the villagers, but instead embezzle and accept bribes, allowing your brother to do evil. You really disappoint me.
I was wrong. Please let me go. I won't dare do it again.
Come on, pick me up. He's bullying you. You stay here.
The Su family is completely finished. I'll never be able to hold my head high for the rest of my life. Mom, the people who bullied our family finally got their comeuppance.
Hang in there, be ambitious. From now on, we'll never have to be bullied by them again. That's wonderful.
Su Dafu and Su Daxang were finally captured, and our Qingshui village was finally at peace.
Yes, Wang Jie finally avenged his father and avenged us villagers.
Staff from relevant departments have recovered the tax funds from Su Dafu's embezzlement. Su Dakyang's illegal building was lawfully demolished and the occupied public passage was restored. Miao Jiangu also came to reclaim the original state. Su Dakyang owed him money and the Su family's house was mortgaged.
Look at those two.
Dr. Su and Su Dakyang's many misdeeds finally received the retribution they deserved. From now on, I will take good care of my mom, let her enjoy her later years and do my best. Helping the villagers of Qingshu village makes it better and better.